Good evening, my Rosalins and Rosikins. Mother is back, and in this video, I want to talk about from my I Am a Skinny Legend series that the reason that you're fat is because you are addicted to sugar. And as your mother, I have to come clean. I struggle with this addiction too, but I'm going to win. I'm just going to say that. This is not a defeatist, informative I Am a Skinny Legend video. This is a victorious I Am a Skinny Legend video that focuses on the downsides of being addicted to sugar. Okay, so if you are someone who starts off the day eating or drinking something sugary or with carbs, you need to stop. The first thing that you should be consuming when you wake up is something with protein. And that is because, well, something with protein and fiber, because fiber and protein, they help make you feel full. Some of some of us like to eat oatmeal, right? Let's talk about something that people usually eat, right? But load up on a lot of sugar and milk and whatnot in the oatmeal. I want to let you know right now that that is not healthy. Okay? Some of you like tea, but you need sugar in your tea. You can't do that. Some of you like coffee and you want sugar and creamer in the coffee. I would say no sugar, go with flavored creamer if it's that deep. That way you get your sweet tooth, but without excess sugar. Things like that, right? And then we have processed sugary items like Pop Tarts. Even peanut butter has sugar added to it, some of them, and it makes it addictive. Or peanut butter crackers, which is like a starch slash carb, excuse me, and protein. Or sometimes we like French toast or pancakes in the morning with syrup. Okay, the point is that these are downfalls to your glow up journey. And from one sugar addict that is going to beat this addiction to you, another that's also going to beat this addiction, you have to cut out sugar. And by sugar, I mean actual sugar, like the white kind, and processed sugar. You want natural sugars from fruits, right? Not from Pop Tarts and ice cream and all that stuff. Make like a healthier version of it, right? Or none at all. So here are some cons of sugar, especially for glow up girls. Okay. The con number one is stubborn fat, especially belly fat. Sugar spikes your insulin, which shuts down fat burning. It stores easily as visceral fat, that soft bloated look around your waist. Even worse with liquid sugar, soda, sweetened coffee, juice, etc. Your waistline doesn't shrink in a high sugar state. What that means, my Rosalins, is that you consuming sugar makes your waistline big and it does not help you to burn fat. You're going to be stuck with a bare gut, okay? You're going to be stuck with a bloated gut, okay? And it's going to be looking a mess. A mess. A hot mess. Number two is skin damage, breakouts, aging, texture. Sugar triggers inflammation, which equals acne, puffiness, and skin dullness. It attaches to collagen in your skin. This process is called glycation, leading to wrinkles, sagging, and texture. Spikes oil production and hormonal imbalances equals more breakouts. Sugar equals textured, tired skin instead of glass smooth skin. So the more Pop Tarts, the more pancakes, the more French toast, the more Starbucks coffee, the more at home coffee, the more hot chocolate, the more candy, the more cake, the more cupcakes, the more pies, the more peanut butter sandwiches, and jelly sandwiches, the more everything like that you consume. And yes, I want to say sugars can be found in potato chips, etc. It's called the bliss point, where they have a bliss point in fast food and regular processed foods where they get it to taste a certain way so that it becomes addictive where you can't just have one. Like Lay's, you can't just have one bite, or Pringles, you can't just have one bite. Salt, sugar, and fat. They hit the bliss point within those three components to get you to become addicted. But yeah, that makes your skin break out pronto. So let's say that you're on your glow journey like mother, right? And you're literally eating sugar, but then you have a good skincare routine. You go to the gym, you're even fasting. Consuming sugar is going to blot out all that shit. You should basically just stay on your crappy lifestyle at that point. And when I'm saying all this, I'm also speaking to myself because the truth is the truth. You know, if we want results, we gotta put in the work, gotta make sacrifices, we gotta beat the sugar addiction. It is what it is. If you want to be a skinny legend, you just gotta. Okay. Number three, energy roller coaster, fake fuel. Okay? Sugar gives a quick high, followed by a crash. That crash equals brain fog, irritability, laziness, anxiety. You become addicted to the fix, but less productive, less present, less magnetic. Pretty girls, we need calm, consistent energy. Sugar destroys that. So as you know how they say don't give kids sugar because then they'll go and crash and they'll be all hyper. The next thing you know, they're just tired or tired out because of sugar. They're sugar high, sugar rush. Oh my god, speaking of tired. Oh god. That happens to us too. Because sugar is like literally a fake high and then you crash. Okay, so imagine drinking all these sodas, all these sugary energy drinks, all these sugary processed snacks and gummies and bears and all that stuff. And then you have no energy. You have no energy to work out. You have no energy to create a YouTube channel or make videos. You have no energy to do your beauty and skincare routine. You wanna know why? Because you're ready to crash and go to sleep. And what's worse is that you eat that sugar with all those calories, all this bad inflammation, all of this stuff, right? Visceral fat and whatnot, all of it's just sitting in your body because you have no energy to work it off or to be productive. That is a terrible combination. Number four, cravings equals loss of control. So sugar literally reprograms your brain to crave more. It's more addictive than cocaine in some studies. The more you eat, the more you want, and the more you feel guilty after. Control over food equals control over life. Sugar steals that power, which is so true. It's like you just can't get one taste. You just keep needing a fix after fix after fix after fix after fix. Ask me how I know. And so it's literally, and you're just like you're feeding a parasitic beauty sucking parasite within you that wants sugary bullshit, and then you're gonna feel like shit after. Think of, like, I equate it to like binging. It's like you're binging but on sugar. It's just not good. Okay? And more addicted to cocaine. Let's not skip over that. You know, we make fun of the people that be on that stuff. I know I don't, but people do. Make fun and judge people that are on drugs. Well, sugar is a drug. You're just as down bad as your local person hooked on drugs because you're hooked on sugar and they're hooked on cocaine. That white powder. They're both white powder. They're both addictive. So you need to really, and again, talk to myself as well, understand that you are becoming a slave to sugar and it's destroying your beauty goals and your skinny legend dreams, which we are bringing into reality by putting in the work. Sleep. So number five is sleep disruption. Sugar crashes your blood sugar overnight, causing you to wake up feeling gross, retain water, feel heavy the next morning. Deep REM sleep drops equals lower fat loss, worse skin repair, low energy. So not only when it causes you to crash, you sleep, but you're not even getting productive beauty sleep. Literally not beauty sleep. You're just getting um, a fake version of it because your body can't even fully take care of you. It can't. It can't. Okay? And then number six is hormonal imbalance. Sugar spikes estrogen and insulin, which equals bloating, irregular periods, PCOS symptoms, can worsen mood swings, cramps, and PMS. Leads to more retention, puffiness, and hormonal breakouts, especially chin and jaw, which I'm experiencing right now because I had like a sugar crash today. I'm not going to hold you. And that's why I just need to come out and make this video. For accountability, like Mother always says, and to help those of you who are struggling with the same thing, because sugar is so addictive. But you want to know what's addictive as well? Looking fucking hot. Being able to run miles around bitches. Okay? Okay, having clear ass skin, glass skin, hair to the gods, shiny and healthy and bouncy with volume and thick. Okay? That's fucking addictive. Okay? That's addictive too. And so we got to pick our addictions, baby. I want to be addicted to leveling up, glowing up, being a bad bitch. I don't want to be addicted to looking like I'm strung out on drugs, but all it is sugar. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Anyway, so this is what happens when you cut sugar, okay? 24 hours, you have less water retention, face depuffs, because I really feel like my face is puffy as fuck today. 3 to 5 days of no sugar, cravings drop, skin starts to clear. 7 days of no sugar, more energy, better digestion. 2 weeks of no sugar, waistline shrinks, skin glows, appetite stabilizes. 1 month of no sugar, body fat drops, emotional eating disappears, and face looks sculpted. This is so true. Ask me how I know because I did it before. And I'm about to do this shit again. So, and this time make it stick. Oh God. So the point is that when you cut sugar, your life just becomes better. Your body becomes better, and you are able to capitalize on your globe journey even more because that's not hindering you no further. Mindset shift is that sugar is a short-term high that blocks your long-term power. Every time you say no to sugar, you're saying yes to your waistline, your glowing skin, your feminine self-control, your future photos, your quiet, pretty confidence. So I want my Rosalinds and Rosikins to remember that because sugar is just so fucking bad. I'm not gonna hold you. It feeds dementia because I had to research on sugar as well. It feeds dementia, it feeds diseases, you guys. It feeds diseases. Oh my God. It's feeding every parasitic thing wrong with your body. And you know, it starts in your gut because what we feed ourselves goes straight to our gut. And if you are someone who struggles with eczema, psoriasis, like skin inflammation, etc., sugar is your worst enemy, babes. Ask me how I know. And so, though your gut might crave sugar, you need to clean yourself out. Like me, I take gut health pills. They're so good. They're the only thing saving me right now because my gut, yeah, now. And sugar, you can also say, goes hand in hand with carbs, like flour, wheat, etc. You really just have to do a whole detox. I'll tell you this. My skin cleared before on my very first ever glow up when I lost gluten out of my diet and sugar out of my diet. And I stuck to whole foods, veganism, things like that. That is what helped me personally, you know. And I'm going back to that because this is not what I want in my life. I want to be the best version of myself. And I know that sugar is holding me back because it causes you to be moody, you become addicted, you get irritable because you need your next fix. You're literally showing signs of someone addicted to drugs when you're a sugar addict. And a lot of people are, and they just won't admit it to themselves. And the truth of the matter is that that is not good, especially because we're not even craving natural sugars like grapes, watermelon, oranges, kiwi, etc., apples, bananas. We're craving shit that is in a box and in a can. Make that shit in a carton. Make that shit make sense because it doesn't. We're craving sugars from shit that is not even real food, bro. Not even real food, bro. Not even real food, bro. Oh, I'm so disgusted with myself. I can't. Anyway, moving on. That shit ain't even real. You remember that scene from SpongeBob where Plankton was with Karen, his computer wife, and he was having that hieroglyphic. Was it hieroglyphic or projected like food where it was like just a projection of fake food, of real food, whatever? Yeah, it's giving. That's what today's food is mostly. Fast food and processed food. That shit is garbage trash. And it's addictive because they manipulate it with chemistry and all that stuff and witchcraft. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Call me crazy. Witchcraft it is. Bibbidi bobbidi boo bitch. Here's your diabetes on the side type of energy. And it's just like it's not worth it. It's just not it's not worth it. And not only that, what I want to say too is that when it comes down to sugar, sugar is so addictive. It's so addictive that the average American is overweight and cannot run. I like how I add the cannot run part. Anyway, and dealing with hella diseases. It's so addictive that it makes us want to literally buy products that are great for our skin, but feed ourselves bullshit and expect the products to work miracles. It's so addictive that we can't get rid of the waistline that we have in the stomach visceral fat because we keep consuming the same addictive sugary products and beverages over and over and over and over again. And every day we're on a roller coaster emotionally where we want to do better, then we crash because we need our fix. We become irritable, we feel guilty, we binge, etc. And the cycle continues. This is not okay, my Rosalins. It will leave you being an overweight sugar addict who has lost her beauty over time because she could not control sugar and she let the sugar win. This is not acceptable, nor is it profitable for all the things you're sacrificing, all the resources you're using to attain a better version of yourself, health wise, beauty wise, intellectually wise, and career wise. Everything that you are working towards can be sabotaged by one word sugar if you are not careful. And since we don't want to sabotage ourselves any longer and any further, we are going to kick this sugar addiction pronto. And with that, Mother's going to say ciao. I love you, all my Rosalins and Rosikins. Bye.